How are we doing, Incog family? Hope everyone is keeping well, keeping safe, and trading safe as usual. So, today's sort of topic is around structure. Yeah. And listen, for me, structure is the most important thing that I look at, right? It's the first thing I look at. Yeah. For some people, that might be liquidity. For some people, that might be something else. Completely fine. Yeah. I'm just here to share my personal thoughts on things here, right? And what the trade we're going to break down is very aggressive. It's very aggressive. Yeah. But like I always say, if you know where to get out, right? It's always important to know where to get in, right? But I personally believe it's more important to know where to get out, right? If you know where to get out, to me, there's not really a bad trade as such. Yeah. It might be aggressive. Okay. That's a whole different topic. But anyway, let's get into it. In fact, before we get into it, if you are enjoying the content on this page, guys, press that like button and hit on that subscribe button too. Anyway, so we understand. Yeah, so let me just draw this out. We understand this is pretty straightforward here, right? We have highs created, lows, lower highs, lows, lower highs, right? We refer to this as a swing structure. Yeah. Now, structure within these ranges, you can refer to them as internal structure, substructure, whatever it is, you refer to them. Yeah, no problem. Now, hopefully this video, I guess, is more sort of directed at those trading really low time frames, right? i.e. like the 1 minute or even the seconds, right? But what we can sort of identify, right? This is swing structure. Inside it, we've got internal structure. We've also got fractal structure, right? i.e., let's say you change character, right? So when you get a change of character here, yeah, what do we then have? We have our choke created demand or choke created supply, right? Whatever it may be. In this instance, choke created demand. All this is, right, this is an impulse, and we're expecting this action here, right? Now, it would help if this tags us in, but this is what we're expecting, yeah? So on a lower time frame, all we're doing is, or all that this would look like is an impulse. Yeah, just had to turn my charger on, guys. But anyway, so like I said, on a lower time frame, this, not got my pen on, this is simply an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, so on and so forth. So there's nothing stopping us from trading this correction on a lower time frame. If you understand, right, the fact that this is just a correction and the overall picture is higher prices. Yeah, in this instance. So let's have a look at an example, a trade that I got in, and we will sort of dissect this information on the actual charts. So as always, guys, pre-market analysis is given out to the Discord. This is what we'll be looking at essentially, the 15-minute on the 24th of November, and post-market detailed annotations of why, why I thought what I thought, and the outcome of the trade, so on and so forth. I'm not going to bother with the overall picture, so on and so forth, right? But essentially, in fact, I may as well just do it. But we're basically bearish, right? We're bearish. We're basically working within this large swing structure. We've come back into the extreme, and that is the gist of things here, right? But I just want to kind of focus on what I've mentioned here, right? So not swing structure, nothing like that. Just focusing on structure as a whole here. Now, this is the region we're looking at. Now, if you're looking to buy here, understand what you're against. You're against swing structure. Swing structure is bearish, right? And you're also against the lower time frames here, i.e., we've had that bearish change character here. We've had that bearish change character. Yeah. This is where we've now got a choke created supply, right? Choke created supply. And we would expect, so once we get that change of character, we're not just expecting price to drop like this. We're expecting price to go, gather more orders, and then go. right? Which is exactly what happened here. So understanding this and truly understanding structure in this sort of granular way, you can get into these setups. Yeah. But the most important thing here is if you're going to get into a 1 minute setup here, yeah, don't expect, right, just because you think price is going to go up or this and that, to target all the way up here, right? Never ever lose track of the bigger picture of the swing structure, so on and so forth. Yeah. This is, like I said, buying from here is aggressive. It's very aggressive. But understanding liquidity concepts, but forget all of that. Just understanding where to get out is basically what's going to help you here. So for me, my thought process was, right, we've got bearish change character straight into a demand zone, right? I'm simply looking for a buy to sell. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get tagged in on my sells, but I managed to get in on these buys, which we will literally just look at here. So this is the demand zone, right? And if you look to the left, you understand the reasons why I picked these demand zones, right? Just do a bit of studying. But one thing is it's got liquidity sitting above it, right? Liquidity sitting above it. You can also see imbalance here as well. Yeah, so those are just a few things to look at. If you look left, if you want to actually study this further, there'll be answers to the left. So when we then get here, I understand, right? My overall bias is to sell, right? My overall bias, yeah, a trade which I can potentially hold longer term is to sell, yeah. And this bit of price action in here is what we've seen as that 15-minute short created supply. Yeah, so I had my limit in here somewhere, but like I said, price didn't quite get up there, right? Price didn't quite get up there, and it didn't give me any other ways to get in. But let's look at this buy, right? So we understand this, right, was that 15-minute impulse. Yeah. Now this on the M1 is an impulse. What do you expect after an impulse? Correction. What do you expect after correction? Impulse. Yeah. Remember, guys, it's the same thing again and again and again. You just need to understand the overall picture. Just never lose track of the overall picture, and then you can get into these sort of aggressive plays. Like I said, by the way, this is aggressive. Yeah, this is very aggressive. Sorry, guys, cut off there. But like I was saying, this is aggressive. Yeah. The reason for this video and just doing a breakdown of this setup in particular is just show you guys structure in its most granular form, essentially. Yeah. I did take a break even initially, but if you look at the M1, the re-entry basically came from after seeing this change character. So after the mitigation, aggression, seeing that aggression in, aggression out, seeing this change character, I was able to get in from here as well. Yeah. So this would have basically, let's just go with like let's just stick to like a 3.5 pip stop loss, whatever. The important thing here is not to overextend your targets, because this doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense, because understand I was simply looking for a quick buy, but the overall play that I wanted to get into were these sells, which I wasn't able to, right? It didn't tag me in. Yeah. So just to recap, let's just find some space here. We have our swing structure. Within our swing structure, we have internal structure. Right? Within that, right? So understanding change character, so on and so forth, which is what I referred to as fractal structure. Essentially, you can trade this range if there's enough range, right? Make sure first of all there's enough range, i.e. in this example there was enough range. If there's not enough range, then just don't even bother. And then obviously add in your liquidity concepts, your POI concepts, so on and so forth, right? Like I mentioned, guys, this is aggressive, but it's just show you guys structure in its most finest form. Yeah. So hope that helps. And if you guys have any further questions regarding that, just let me know. And until next time, trade safe.